The Sonic franchise, without question, has the most overhated video game characters. Just about every gaming magazine, website, YouTube channel has expressed their distaste for them. I wouldn't mind this if their criticisms were sound, but in truth, they're all nitpicks. Hating on Sonic characters has been a blind trend for too long, and I'm gonna stick up for these guys. The characters I'm defending aren't enough for individual videos, so enjoy the lightning round. I never understood the hate for Cream. She's the nicest, most formal character of them all. Everybody in the franchise is identifiable to a certain degree. Knuckles is the stoic introvert, Tails is the optimistic youth, and Cream is the well-mannered, kind little girl. Her campaign in her debut game Sonic Advance 2 reflects this. Tails is the youngest of the Team Sonic trio, so his campaign in Sonic 3 and Knuckles is fitting to be the easy mode of the game. Well, Cream's is super easy mode, since you can use her best friend Cheese the Chow as a blitzball. Cream helps make Sonic Advance 2 an entry game for really young girls. And who could hate a nice little girl? It's a shame that Charmy gets so much scorn. All three members of Team Chaotix contribute something to the group. Vector is the brain and the muscle, Espio is the ninja who always keeps his cool, and Charmy is the high-spirited younger brother figure who provides so much energy for the team. He loves adventures, and that personality trait is contagious. He may be called annoying for this, but in all honesty, he never got on my nerves. The characters are not written well in current installments, but I am happy that Charmy's still a part of the Chaotix. Sonic's traveling buddy in Sonic Unleashed, who turns out to be the antithesis of Dark Gaia, Light Gaia. I admit it, I didn't like Chip when I first played Sonic Unleashed. I found him to be a pain, but that was me in 2008. Years later, I grew to like him more. Chip was the most animated character in the game, and his passion for exotic food and places supported the game's message, appreciating the beauty of other cultures. There's a cutscene where he laments that he's lived in Earth for millions of years and never experienced the best of it. Some people will give him flack for not being identical to Dark Gaia. The thing is, they're not twins, they're counterparts of each other. Dark Gaia represents the horrors of the Earth, while Light Gaia embodies the peacefulness of it. If I was traveling the globe, I wouldn't mind being accompanied by a cherubic demigod who loves dumplings. It's just a tutorial robot, and a robot Chow with a wind-up key on its back and propeller on its head is a charming way of making a Sonic-style tutorial mechanic. It's oozing with originality. Plus, I like the pun name, a combination of Omocha, toy in Japanese, and Chow, of course. And unlike Navi, you can directly interact with it in Sonic Adventure 2. Omocha never bothered me. Actually, I like it. It's one of the spunkiest hint suppliers in gaming. Normally, I wouldn't defend a 2010s character, but the Avatar is an exception. As soon as the custom character for Sonic Forces was announced, it was instantly derided because DeviantArt OCs LOL. Nobody talked about it as a character. The Avatar is supposed to be us, some teenager who looked up to Sonic and strives to be brave and heroic like him. I appreciate the development of the Avatar. At first, terrified of the baddie Infinite, but musters the inner strength to face him head on, and by the end, the Avatar is regarded as a hero by the Resistance. Would I want custom characterization to return for a future game? As a side multiplayer feature, maybe. I hate Sonic Forces, but the Avatar wasn't a reason why. Yep, I'm defending big. Labeled not only as one of the worst Sonic characters, but one of the worst video game characters, period. The main reason why? Fishing. This form of bashing is common where a character is criticized for their gameplay, not their personality. Tails was on a few worst characters ever countdowns because his AI in Sonic 2 and 3 repeated everything you did, which led to a few mishaps. Sure, fishing can drag at times, but I don't hate Big for it. Besides, I can see fishing reworked to be more enjoyable. And it's not like he ever hurt anybody. In Sonic Adventure, Big was neutral. He's a hermit minding his own business. And his story is short with only 4 stages and a boss fight that can be beaten in 5 seconds. And I really like how he was written in Sonic Heroes, being cooperative with Amy and Cream. There's a moment where he defends the two from the Chaotix during a misunderstanding. Outside of these titles, he makes a few cameos in games like Sonic Adventure 2 and Secret Rings, and these are funny. He provides some humor in the background. So no, Big is not the worst character, far from it. Hey Aaron Weber, you want a fat Sonic character to rip apart? Well, Zomom was made for that. The Princess of Soliana, who was a key character in Sonic 06, is often called the worst of the bunch. But when you get down to it, Elise isn't a bad character. Yes, her story is crummy and repetitive. She's abducted by Eggman many times, who plans to extract the flame demon Iblis from her when he stops putting it off, and her romance with Sonic was... But as a character, she was polite, friendly, and noble. Eggman threatens to destroy Soliana unless she surrenders herself, and she does so to save her people. And she did resurrect Sonic. That was nice of her. She does have her less than stellar moments, like when she was having second thoughts on fixing the timeline, but come on, she's a teenage girl dealing with a ton of stress, cut her some slack! And she does so in the end anyway. The sad thing about Elise is that she was deprived of a full childhood given the fact that shedding a single tear will release Iblis and destroy the world. She doesn't know how to handle this roller coaster ride of danger and death. On top of that, her new friend was killed right in front of her. I can't say I blame her for any of this dread. Her irresponsible father who put her in that lifelong dilemma without her consent, definitely. Her voice actor Lacey Chabert gave it her all to make Elise come across as a decent person, and she did a spectacular job in my opinion. Elise is not a bad character. She had a few bad moments. Just because a character's story sucks, that doesn't mean they suck. I hate the plot of Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain, but I'm not giving its protagonist Venom Snake any crap. She's not one of the best Sonic characters, let's be real, but she's nowhere near one of the worst. There is another character who debuted in Sonic 06 I've been meaning to defend for a while, but he deserves a video all to himself.